Hi guys, and welcome to the new video on my channel. Hope the game music isn't too loud. I'm playing Sinking Ship Simulator today. Sorry that it isn't full screen. I do not see any option to change that, so sorry about that. In case the title didn't give it away, this is a simulator of sinking ships, and basically you can spawn in a bunch of ships. I'm just going to show a couple of these. They actually have quite, oh damn, that's a big one. They have quite a bit of variety. I cannot talk anymore. Lots of Titanics, which who is surprised by that? Absolutely nobody. And there's basically I think that you can get do more advanced shit, but like basically there's a brake tool, so you can brake the ship and then it starts to flood, a flood tool, a dry tool, and a drag. So the move is you can just pick it up and yeet it around. And I thought we could start at, why is it getting the time of day? Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna put there, it's daytime now. So it's daytime, and I thought we could just start off with a small ship and a teeny tiny ship, and I'm just going to, wait, can you water darkness? No. And then I'm just gonna bust a little hole in there. You can immediately see it immediately fills up, goes down like a rock, ship gone. And then you can drag it back out, and then you should just like do like this. I think it should start to, wait, is there a way to like pin it to the thing? I think if you like pick it up and just, yeah, I don't know enough about this game. And then you can like let it get down here, and eventually it will hit the ocean floor. Can't talk, and it'll break. And yeah, and that's bad. And like, of course, that was a very simple and small ship, but there's also big shit. Like there's the Titanic, as I said. There's like different view angles on a ship. There's also a unicorn that isn't called unicorn. So like there's, for example, there's ships like this. What is it called? The Lustiana? I don't know. That has already started to fill up with water just from dropping it. So that's always a good sign. And yeah. And yeah, you can just kind of see, like, you can see the little, I'm just gonna close the toolbox. You can kind of see it slowly filling up with water. Now the bottom half is completely fucking full, and like it'll just start to sink, and it'll just do that. And I am fucking around with the tool settings, and I probably shouldn't be doing that. But yeah, and it'll just sink, and you can also do stuff like physics, like a wave height, so like how high width, the wave height, how high the waves are. I'm just gonna set that back to 0. Sea depth, so like how deep this is. Wait, I think you can, oh god, did not mean to do that. I think you can also like do stuff like this, like where it's like where you basically just smash it into the boat and dissolve the boat like that. You can do buoyancy, how buoyant shit is, and then like that happens. Let's just put that back down to a normal level. You can do drag, so like how draggy, how thick the air and water is. Water flow, how fast it flows within the ship. Flux means influx, how fast it flows into a ship. Let's put that down a bit. Yeah, just stuff like this. And it has very grand music, so that's a win. And there's not only ships, there's also stuff like this. I think this is like, I think this is probably like some kind of what's it called? Wait, sea depth. No, I wanted to put that down. But yeah, like this is some kind of like island, like artificial island. I think those existed after the Second World War. A lot of them in like Great Britain. I think there was like these little sea islands, and they kind of made them as like an early warning system for the Nazis or something like that. Something like that I think existed. And yeah, and you can just kind of dissolve this stuff and see what happens. Yeah, and it just kind of falls apart. Once it falls apart, it kind of doesn't affect itself that much. Like, it's 2D, and it doesn't do that much, but, like, it'll fall down. And if I puncture a hole, yeah, then it'll start to flood. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. I have a lot of destruction videos on my channel, I just remembered. I would like to see what happens if I tune this up a bit. That's a bit violent, but well. And the ropes actually work to a degree, of course. Like, they're not invincible. And then there's stuff like that. Then there's also apparently like bridges. Really big bridges, holy cow. With a boat under it. That is a big bridge. This massive bad boy. This is gonna kill my PC already, I can tell. And yeah, and some of the ships are like cut so that you can see the side. Is it already flooding? Please don't tell me it's flooding. Nope, but it, oh, that was pretty. I want to see that again. Let's just see that again. I thought I found that rather toolbox, fuck off. Like, look at this effect when it hits the ground. That looks very nice. I like the way the ships kind of dissolve. They do dissolve a bit fast, but I bet you can change that. The settings. But yeah, it just looks very, very nice. I'm going to try and tune. Okay, we just dissolve the entire thing and turn it into a line, mere stripes. Sea depth. Let's go like this. Yeah, and then let's try and spawning that thing in again. That was a word. I want to see what happens if it doesn't hit the ground. Also, by the way, this game is free on Steam. It's pretty small. Like, even my laptop could handle it. So it isn't going. So your PC, shit, I pressed the wrong thing. So your PC should be able to. That looks amazing, the way the water kind of bleeds through. It's free on Steam. Downloading is free. That's what free means. It's free. I know all the words, and I'm the best with words. But why does that start to? Is that? It's a cardboard Titanic. Oh, and then there's a city. Will that sink? Yes, it will. Like a rock. Yeah, game is free on Steam. You can check it out. I saw it and I was like, you know what? I smell content. That's what I say half the time when this has a very detailed interior. And is it going to sink? Shit, I fucked it up. I should probably equip. Wait, how do I make buoyancy more of a thing? Okay, yeah, the ship is already split in half. So, like, that sucks. But wave height, yeah, let's give it a bit of waves. Okay, let's try spawning it in again with better buoyancy, because everything seems to just kind of die immediately. And then let's just poke a hole in it. I think this is a bit much buoyancy. I'm going to tone that down a bit. Where's buoyancy? Yeah, at least a bit of it has to be underwater. Yeah, and then let's just flood the compartment with the cars. And then we can see the water rising, and just what happens. It is very contained. Didn't the Titanic also have something like this where like there were like walls to prevent that, but I don't actually remember why the Titanic sank and why that did not work. I'm just going to tone this down to way too big. And then we're just going to cut the ship in half. Yes, totally realistic. Realistic simming. Like and subscribe for more realistic simming. Yeah, I'm good at my job. Okay, not my job, because this isn't my job, but like, you know what I mean. I wonder if the Ever Given is in this. That is probably going to kill my PC. Yep. The music is still okay. Wait a second. What do I? If I spawn that in, will it have? Oh god, that was a bad idea. Poor decisions were made. Oh god, that's tiny in comparison. What happens if I drop it from this height? Whee! Boom. And it broke. They don't make them like they used to. And is this just a floaty square? Indeed it is. Square 1. Haha. Just as floaty, or not. The World Trade. Oh. I have no idea what some of this is, so like, bear with me. Test pressure. That is a big ship. Oh boy. What happens if I tone down buoyancy a bit? That was a bit too much. Rigidity? Yeah, water flung. Yeah, there's a lot of settings in this that you probably have to tweak around with. What happens if I tone this all the way up and... Can I okay, then I will basically... The ship kind of starts breaking apart because of this, because the parts that I've deflooded are lighter and try to go up because of it. But the other parts are still pulling them down, so they kind of... Oh, and this rope right there is pulling down on this bit, which I also find very cool. Yeah, and as you can see there, I'm kind of like the back end is trying to stay at least a tiny bit afloat. I think maybe I can even get the back end to rise back up again. That would be cool. This is totally realistic. I think there was once like plans to get the Titanic up again. Like I have no idea how they would do it. But I do think that some people wanted to basically reset, like, get the Titanic up again. And, like, some people think that that would be disrespectful to the people that died in it. And some people think that it would be disrespectful not to do it. And the ship is capsizing. What is it called? Ship. Yes. I even got the name right. Okay, that ship has done a flip. Where did my cursor go? Oh, there. Yeah. There's also a workshop for this game. I have not looked at that yet. I should probably have done that pre-doing this, but well. Music. Yeah, they have very grand music. This ship looks fancy. It would be a shame if somebody were to sink it. God, that was a smooth one. A ball of steel. I wonder what happens. Who could have seen that coming? 1,000. Oh boy, that is a very high tower. And it basically instantly floods and corrodes the lower levels. Interesting. What happens if I attempt to do this? Wait, I'm going to perhaps maybe do a little... Yeah, it just immediately dies. Tower's gone. That is a big tower. Holy shit, like just... Yeah, let's wait. I'm going to sea depth. I'm going to set this to no. And see what happens if I spawn it in with only the tiniest amount of water. Or at least I think that's what this is. Does anything happen there? Okay, and if I then slowly start to... Oh, building collapse simulator. Yes, that is how you say that. Definitely. That is actually rather nice to look at. It just does not stop. Like, at all. The entire thing just comes crashing down. Does it ever stop? That is a lot of debris, probably. Yep. And I'm just gonna turn down the sea depth to that, and then let's just see what happens when this hits the water. Looks very interesting. Yeah, buoyancy. Okay, so now this stuff is just flying. We don't quite want that. It's amazing how well this is handling. I don't know what the FPS is, but it isn't low. And that's probably a lot of stuff to handle. But yeah, anyway, that's all I got for you. Short little demonstration of this game. Hope you enjoyed watching me fucking around in this. If you want to install it for yourself, it's free on Steam. There's a link in the description. Completely free. It doesn't take up that much space, and you should semi be able to run it. I hope. It's not my fault if your laptop crashes and dies, though. Thanks for sticking around. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. See ya.